Hello.
Purple.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
Too bad you ain't a primary color.
I mean, violet is close enough.
It's still not a primary.
If you look at violet, violet is a primary color. We went over this.
Pull it
Boy
up.
G Biv. It's the V in Biv.
Pull it up.
Yeah, is there that rap group from the 80s?
That's not okay.
Biv.
Yeah, Bell Biv.
Roy G. DeVoe.
Yeah, gotcha.
Purple.
What's up?
What do you do?
Man, I keep trying to tell people it's probably easier for me to tell you what I don't do. But just to name a few, I have a event planning and coordinating company. I have a business and event blog. I have a podcast on parenting. I do brand ambassading. I'm about to start a web series called Cocktails and Convo.
I saw the trailers for that, yeah.
Yeah, so, I do a couple of things.
Okay. So, event planning, how long have you been doing that?
So I've been doing event planning over 5 years. I've been doing it under Purple Productions LLC for 8 years. My anniversary is actually about to come up.
You said for 8 years, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, I was doing it for a restaurant and nightclub.
What was it called? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, no.
Was it the restaurant that you invited us to that one time we had you on the phone?
It might have been. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
When I was on the phone, so I don't know. I might have invited you guys there. I pushed and got a lot of business for them. So
Okay.
yeah.
We need to do some more live TriJam stuff so you could contact
Oh
them.
yeah. Venues. I do venue findings, vendor findings, host. I do.
Hose? You can find us hose?
Hey,
I could, but that's not what I said.
Oh, okay.
we need this show to be wholesome as possible.
Fuck yeah. So that you were just celebrating your first
My anniversary, yeah. So my first solo event with my LLC was a lingerie party. It was called Labor and Lingerie. So I actually did a series of them. I did Labor and Lingerie, Masquerade and Lingerie, and Slay and Lingerie. So I'm bringing back Masquerade and Lingerie.
And that's this weekend.
That's
right?
this Saturday.
I wish I could go.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
It's
gonna
so
be
much
dope.
stuff going on Saturday. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody trying to cram that last Halloween.
I just want to say I've been pushing my event for 2 months though, so But yeah, Joe was at one of my lingerie parties. It's real, like I said, real calm, cool, collected, mature crowd. We have fun and we won't get too crazy because I do have security present at
Really?
all of my guests.
We real professional.
I do not play. And my security is like
On point, huh?
my first party. Somebody had to get escorted out and nobody even noticed.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, like, what do people usually say leaving lingerie party?
So it's one of those things where like
Damn, my dick hard.
no, I mean,
What?
it's one of those things where like you had to be there. Like a lot of people try to tell their friends about it, but you can't really tell the experience. You have to experience the experience. I tell people I don't just plan events, I plan experiences.
Can I actually share
Go ahead.
something that happened to me when I was there?
Yeah.
Somebody grabbed your butt?
I never even told you
No.
what happened.
Okay.
There were these two. As you guys know, I had well, you may not know, but I used to play basketball. I
Right.
had 2 knee surgeries.
Right.
So I have a long scar on my knee.
Right.
So it's a lingerie party, so my legs was out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm literally sitting there.
You've seen your legs before, yeah.
It's one guy here on the floor, and then there's another guy on the other side. And I can't remember where he was sitting, but I know my friend Naja was in there too. So we're just sitting there chilling, and then he says, "Oh my God, like, what happened to your knee?" And I was like, "Oh, I had 2 surgeries. I used to play ball." He was like, "Oh, that scar is cool as hell." And I was like, "Okay, cool. All right, thank you." But so because it was a girl talking, so I was back tuned into what she was saying.
You was talking about I think you talking about like sex time with me. Was it that?
Yes.
Okay.
I forget if you say her name. Yeah,
Mink.
Yeah, Mink.
Mhm.
Right. So I'm tuning back into what she's talking about. I feel somebody playing with my scar.
What?
Yes, dead serious. So I'm like, why do I feel it tickling on my? I look over, the other guy that's sitting on the floor is literally playing. He's like, "This shit is sexy as hell." He is fingering my scar.
Is it though?
Fingering your scar.
Cause some girls like niggas with scars and shit. Like,
No.
whatever.
I'm talking about me.
But I'm asking, is your scar sexy though?
Not to me.
Not to her. It wouldn't be to her.
I'm
It's
asking.
like a gash. It's like
It's got a hole in your shit?
not a hole, but I had an ACL meniscus surgery plus an ACL reconstruction surgery. I had a long scar going in the middle of my knee.
Wow.
So he's sitting there just fingering my scar, and I'm like, "What is you doing?"
Can I see if you lift it up?
God,
Yeah,
I'm
once
just
you,
asking. It's a
my
perfect
leg a little
TriJam.
ashy, but-
it's okay. We understand it's cold outside.
Oh, yeah.
So he's sitting there going like this, fingering my leg.
It look crazy, but it ain't that bad.
Yeah.
I was thinking something way worse.
I mean, like I'm not ashamed of it or anything. Like I rock my scar
Apparently-
proudly.
I actually have some photos of Joe. Remember when we did the you did the shoot with Nana?
We did that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nah.
I don't remember
What's her
that
name?
shit. But anyway, he's sitting there playing with my scar, and to this day, he still be hitting me up.
Wow.
And
What
I
is
don't
his?
even
Hold on.
respond.
What is his name? Do you know his name? It might be the guy we had to escort out.
Oh my god, I
It
know it
sounds
started
like
with a
something
C.
you would see.
And he's like an actor.
Do he have an accent? Like a southern accent?
I don't remember, but I know he did.
It started with C. I know he's.
Don't
I
say
know.
his
I know
name.
you
It
talking
ain't-
about.
it's
I know you
not-
talking about. No, I know you talking
It's
about.
a weird name.
I know you.
And I could show you a video of him in it because he did an acting.
Is the last name Carey? Do you know if
I
his
don't know
last name
his
is
last
Carey?
Let's
I know he was
not
real,
do that,
he was
though.
real
Fuck
petite.
that.
Everybody's last name is Carey. I'm not gonna say his first
He was real
name.
petite.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Is that the one that got squirted out?
No, that wasn't him. I ain't know he was being weird.
He was real freaked out.
I ain't know he was.
And he kept touching it and staring at it. I kept coming over. He was.
I know
Is that
exactly
a
what you're talking
fetish
about.
that people have?
I don't have a scar fetish. I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I have. It's not a fetish, but if I see scars on a man, I want to know the story.
Oh.
No,
You know what I hate?
I pay attention to a man's like body. So if I see, I'm like, oh, what happened
When I was
here?
9 years old, I cut the tip of my thumb off.
I actually got a scar right there.
That's my scar.
You said you cut it off?
Well, they sewed it back on.
Did you say did it come back? Like it grew back?
It was like a starfish. Grew back.
I hate when people pick on my bumps. Like pick my bumps.
Oh, that's weird. Why are people
Some
picking your
love.
butt?
My wife do it. Like, that's the thing.
Oh, well, that's your wife. That's
I
different.
don't like this shit. That
I'm pretty
much.
sure you don't. She doesn't care.
So it's bothering me. It's not fucking with me. That's my problem. I don't see why it's
I
fucking
feel like it
with
would bother me more if I popped the shit.
me. Exactly.
Ew.
It's just a bump.
If it's
We ain't talking about nothing that's
If it's
infected.
the pussy kind. that's
Nah,
different.
just like a little bump. That should be hurting.
I don't want to
Say,
pop
like,
no
you know how
pop.
they turn white? You just gotta. Oh.
Like she tried to pop a bump on my nose one time. That bump stayed there for a long time.
I do it to my son. That noise is so nasty.
No, yeah. Fetishes though. What is your strangest fetish? Do you have one?
See, I wouldn't call them fetishes because I'm not like crazy about them, and they're not nothing weird. But I do have like certain things on men that I pay attention to,
I had this asshole tell me that my love of black women was a fetish.
and
So?
it kind of is.
I think it's just my type.
But it's still a fetish.
Is that a fetish?
Yes.
No, it depends
What's
on
a fetish?
what can we look up fetish?
What is a fetish?
Dan, look
I
up
feel
the
like it's
definition.
an unhealthy attraction
A
to
fetish?
something. Yeah.
No, I mean, like, foot
I don't think
fetishes
so.
aren't unhealthy. They're just
I don't think
strange.
what's a fetish? What do fetish do?
A fetish is defined as a form of sexual desire in which gratification is linked to an abnormal degree to a particular object, item of clothing, part of the body, etc. So nothing really.
Go to the second
So
one.
abnormal.
What's the second one say?
An inanimate object worshipped for its supposed magical powers, or because it is considered to be inhabited by a spirit.
So yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that ain't
like
never
for
got a
black.
fetish then.
Your like for black women isn't technically a fetish.
Is it
Because it
more
said
sexual?
abnormal. But who determines what's normal and what's
Is
not?
it sexual?
I am sexually attracted to black women, so I guess.
But is it abnormal?
No.
I wouldn't say that's a fetish.
For the white community, and yeah, it is. And technically it is. If you think about it, because when it comes down to race, people want you to stick with your race.
Why though?
It's not a because we live in society. That's why society picks
Society's ass.
Yeah, so
Society is ass. I love ass, but not that kind.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if it came to if we was back in slavery, like you'd be killed being with a black woman. Or
No, that's all they was with. They used to have sex with black women all the time, white
talking
men.
about they
So the
talking
judge
about
said he had
they
a
talk.
man
I'm
on.
talking about if I'm talking like with not just having sex with. Like He wants the
Like
relationship.
open relationship with the black.
That's still some places that's still unheard.
Maybe not an open relationship, but
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? So have relations.
Relations. There we go.
Never gonna have relations.
Never gonna have relations. But yeah, basically, yeah, that is. I wouldn't call it a fetish, but if you look at it in society, yes.
Okay. So Purple, you also host a podcast.
I do.
What is the podcast?
So it's called Parenting with Purple.
Because you're a mother.
I'm a mother of two.
Of two?
I have an 11-year-old, 13-year-old boy.
Okay.
I knew you had us. I thought you had one son.
About a year ago, they started to go through the whole puberty thing, and I was like, "Oh, this is a little different from when they was like 4 and 6."
You started
musty.
seeing them less.
They
and less,
musty.
right?
And I was like, "Hold on, is
Get out of your
other
room.
parents going through this too?"
Yeah, they musty as shit.
I was like, "Why ain't nobody tell me about this part?" So then I started like talking to other parents, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna do this." So I actually decided that I was gonna do my podcast in May. I dropped my first episode on my birthday, which was June 7th.
Nice.
I did an episode in Atlanta with a father of 13 with 11 baby moms.
You went to Atlanta
Mhm.
to do this?
Yeah, I did my first episode that I ever recorded was in Atlanta.
Nice.
That's like my second home. I'll be back in Atlanta in December. I just came back from Atlanta.
I've never been.
I did an episode in North Carolina with my sister. She didn't find out she was pregnant until she went into labor.
Wow.
So what?
Mm-hmm. You
Come
gotta listen to the episode.
No. Hold on. Say it again. I need to
My sister did not find out she was pregnant until she went into labor.
Wow.
So
How the fuck is that possible?
It is.
it's
So that
possible.
means she still got her period.
She has lupus. So she was actually on medication that A, you're not supposed to be on when you're pregnant, and B, she doesn't have a regular cycle already. So she didn't think anything
I
of
had a
it.
girlfriend that she didn't get her cycle every month.
I also did an episode in Baltimore with a female who has twins who went to get an abortion 3 times. And the third time she was like, all right, I can't do this. She didn't want to have them. She said it wasn't part of her plan. It wasn't part of her plan for her future. She already had 2 children. So she went the first time, and they said legally we have to let you know that there's 2. So if you want to, take a moment to figure that out, she said she left. She went back 2 more times, and the final time she was like, all right, I clearly can't do this.
Right.
So yeah, we touch on a bunch of different topics when it comes to parenting.
That's very much on the extreme side of parenting. Are they all like that, or?
They all have I did a gay pride episode.
Okay.
I have a friend who's married, 2 guys.
But they have children?
No.
Oh, okay.
So if you what I tell people about my podcast is it's not just for parents. If you know a parent or have a parent, you still can listen to it. Because I also have like older people come in and talk about their kids. I have people who don't have kids. So I did a no kids allowed episode where my guests didn't have kids at all.
Oh, you said fuck a lot.
But they talked about, their plans for children and how they were parents as a child. So we touch on a bunch of different stuff.
Okay.
How are you with your parents?
How am I with my parents?
Yeah.
So, me and my mother don't really get along because the guy that helped her have me was not around. And then he popped up when I was 22, and my mom took him back.
Was about your father?
No, his name is James. I don't have a father.
Okay. The guy the sperm donor.
James.
James.
You didn't say James. You call him James. Everybody call him James.
So James, the one that helped make you.
James disappeared for 22 years, popped up, did not try to have a relationship with me, but did have a relationship with my mother.
Wow, that's tough.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I guess that make you feel kind of crazy.
No.
Were you close to your mom before James popped back to fuck
No,
up?
I was not. Me and my mom have had a not so great relationship. Love her to death. She's a great grandmother, I'll tell you that.
It's always like that.
My kids,
It's always like that.
she on point with my kids, but our relationship was never like
A lot of times it's like that.
How is it like when you go home? When you bring your what's the relationship between? It's got to feel strange to witness your mother being so great to your kids, but still having that wall between you and her.
It's not. Their relationship is their relationship. My relationship with her is my relationship with her. It's definitely different.